what is the longest you guys have ever gone with expired tags? I don't want to say my total. Wait, what?
2 years.
Okay, so 24 months from Woody. Mm-hmm. Kyle, hit me with it.
I went from like roughly 2019 until like I got out of prison. No, it was a long time. Plus. I don't think I hit 2 years. I don't think I hit like 2 full calendar years. I was definitely 2 cycles out of place.
Yeah.
When this happened to me, before you go, I 2 years, and then a cop gave me a ticket in a parking lot, like in front of a GameStop or something. He saw my truck with expired tag on it. And he gave me a ticket. Anyway, this is at a time where on YouTube, I got doxxed constantly. Everybody was doxing me and DDoSing me, and I got all that attention. And so suddenly my Twitter's getting lit up like, trouble with the Popo, Woody? Oh, wow. And I'm like, inspection. It just needs inspection. I think my car inspection. Like, this isn't what you think it is.
You afraid of the emissions, man? What's the deal?
Yeah, I have.
My plates expired in January of 20.
Ooh, so we have a winner.
So 3 months before that whole COVID thing kicked off, my plates expired, and I renewed them last Wednesday. So I made it 44 months or so without having plates. It was there was no penalty. I was blown away.
Saved money.
I went to the place and I was like, well, I haven't paid the past whatever year of property tax on my car because I didn't get this fucking done. And so I went in there thinking like there's going to be a penalty. And they were like, all right, here's the 2 years of property tax you have to pay. No penalty. They like offered that. The woman there at the government center just offered it. No penalty. And I was like blown away. But I've now driving the past week, I'm reacclimating to not hard scoping my like rear view mirror because I've spent the last 3 years being like, there's a cop way back there. I need to be in this left lane, but not for another 4 miles. I'm going to get in front of this van, and make sure that I'm protected. So I've been playing a lot of defensive driving from behind with cops. And now I feel free.
I got a placard around my plate and it covers 95% of the sticker. I'm sure they are everywhere. It's different color every fucking year.
Yeah.
You don't have green. You're running around with a green tag.
Dude, I circled back around. My color from 2020 is the same color as the 25 sticker now.
Oh my god!
And so
you got it too soon. You were fine.
But I knew that if I ever got pulled over, they'd be like,
$78 down the drain.
Get real. Like, what cop wouldn't give me a ticket for being 4 years old? That's because it doesn't take that long to do. It's just a 100%. I hate going to the DMV.
I kind of
do it online now. You do it.
I have a trailer for 8 years with no registration or license plate.
Well, that's different. Trailers for sure.
Do you need them?
I'll be honest.
You do
My
need them.
My dad's had a trailer for 20 fucking years.
Yeah.
With no
Sometimes like a lot of cops just don't go hard on the whole trailer thing.
Especially if it's like a farm thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you don't need it if you only use it on your own farm, but that's not my situation.
I mean, like a
bring it from the house to the guest house. Like,
I mean, like a trailer that when you look at it, you're like, it's like a rough and ready trailer. The fend. Oh, he knocked the fenders out to make this drive. They were bent down before this. Like something you use twice a year. Because Dad would do that with cattle. He'd sell cattle maybe once a year, sometimes twice a year. He's not paying for a tag on that fucking cattle trailer.
Yeah,
that thing's sitting over like a jungle gym like 95% of the time. So yeah, but mine's not done right now. I need a tag right now. I didn't realize when I got my tag's out right now. I didn't realize when I got my new driver's license, my motorcycle license. I was licensed in a county, one of like 5 in Georgia that require emissions, and so now I gotta go get fucking emissions. And I'm so annoyed by the emissions that Dad was like, if you mail me your title, just sign your car over to me. I'll get the tag here where I live, and it's the same difference. And I'm like, yeah, it is the same difference. So I might just do that. I'm so fucking annoyed by having to go get emissions done. I'd always heard of emissions, but it's one of those things I didn't even know. I knew what it was, But I never understood why I didn't have to do it. Nobody. I was like, you must have to get some kind of a real fancy car to need emissions, or maybe it was for like big rig drivers. But I'd never gotten emissions before, and I don't even know if my car will pass. I don't have any lights on or anything. I don't know.
Your car probably. I don't know. I don't even know if I do emissions. I get it inspected, but I don't watch them do it.
No, you don't. All right, so I am a junior at this, but apparently you have to go to a place that says emissions on the side. They hook this big vacuum thing up to your tailpipe and test, your emissions.
You have to do it. I thought everybody had. I've had to do it since 16 here.
5 counties in Georgia do that.
Yeah, you
New
just
Jersey
go and
does
then
it.
they give you a sheet of paper afterward that says like, you passed, and that's it.
Not here. Well, I mean, in those 5 counties they do.
That's so stupid. Right,
When I lived in Jersey, we had to do that. New Jersey, you know what? They had 2 options for getting your car inspected. There was a convenient one where you took it to like a private mechanic and they would inspect it, and they're incentivized to pass your shit. So if you have a if you have a shitty car, or maybe a car you well know it shouldn't pass, like it's a lifted Jeep, you'd go to a mechanic, you'd pay them, and then you'd pass. Or the state would inspect your car for free. And the line's a little longer, and they don't cut you any slack. But if you have a nice car, you get free inspection. And
There's a lot of exemptions, for like things made a certain year and things of a certain variety or type, off-road stuff.
I failed my emissions test like every single time from like every license plate I had to get from like 2018 or 2014 to 2018. I failed. Because of that Chrysler 300, like it was so bad with emissions. What I remember, I had to do this. I'd take it in, I'd go do the emissions test. They'd come out and they'd go, it didn't pass the emissions test. What you need to do is go and get it up to like 50, 60 miles an hour for like 20 miles, and then get it back here as soon as you can after that. Like, don't do any city driving. And so like where this dealership was like, there was it's not a real highway, but a road with like a 50 mile an hour speed limit. And so I was just out there, and it was in the pouring rain, and I was like going like 65 miles an hour, like trying not to get pulled over for like 10 miles this way, 10 miles back, like Currahee. And then I get back to the dealership, and I'm like not even like hitting the decelerator, like I'm like trying to get there as fast as I can. It's like maintaining the speed, because apparently that matters. And then I just like went, just like pulled right back in, got out, gave the guy the thing. He's like, all right. He hops in, drives it down to the testing center, tests it again. All right, it passed. And so I had to do that at least 3 different times. Or
I
at
like
least
this
twice.
idea. Be like, bro, that's like $5 in gas. How about I give you $5 and you stick it in that guy's tailpipe?
Yeah.
That should get us through.
How about this? You don't care about this. I don't care about this. Like, please.
The rules for motorcycles are interesting in North Carolina. You need front turn signals and rear turn signals, or no turn signals. But if you have only front or rear, you will fail. Those are your options.
That's stupid.
Yeah. So like if you're trying to convert a dirt bike or something, just rip all the turn signals out and you're good.
No, I like that. That makes sense.
Why?
Well, we don't want if I see your front one and just to start, I assume you've got them, and then I'm get behind you and you don't use them, I'll just hit you in the back because you didn't use your turn signal. I wasn't looking. I don't want to be confused. No,
that's true.
You should be. It also is going to get you away from
plays out.
And if you've got front ones, all of a sudden you get in this process of like, oh, I don't need the signal. They're in front of me, but there was a guy behind you didn't know about, so he didn't signal. You turned. He was trying to overtake you because you were going slow, and he crushes you.
I see the logic. I just feel like if you require front and rear, it doesn't seem like the other alternative should be none at all.
Fair. I would want turn signals either way, though, so people don't kill you.
I've got a lot of bikes. On some, the turn signals are great, and I can kind of trust that people will see them. The Goldwing in particular, they're as prominent as a car.
Oh, shit.
But I have like a Supermoto. You can't see like my wife and I will be driving around the subdivision. She's 12 feet behind me, and she can't see them. They're only for inspection.
Yeah, that's no good.